What an idiot I am. G'day boys, how the bloody hell are we lads? What's good, what's good, what's good? Oh no, Justin Kennedy was the first one in. You love to see it, don't you? Good on you, Justin Kennedy. What's up, Eric? Second one in. Guru is back. Listen to parts of his stream. Mate, is Joe Biden low energy? He does seem down today, doesn't old Guru? Come on, Guru. Life's good, mate. Pick it up. What's up, Simply Kudos? How are you, dude? Kudos? Kudos? What's up, Simply Kudos? How are you, brother? I'm happy you enjoyed the camping video, dude. I'm really happy you enjoyed the camping video. Hopefully the computer doesn't die again. The computer, very nice, dude. It died twice yesterday. It was on a real... I don't know what it was doing. It died twice yesterday, which is very annoying to me. What's up, Bilal's Good Eye? How are you, dude? Awesome to see you, brother. How are you? I'm exhausted, mate. I was back on the building site again today. Bloody exhausted. How are you, Cheddarhead? What's up, Mitch? What's up, Bilal's Good Eye? How is everybody? Dougie, I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket, and I knew it must be you getting online. So without checking the notifications, I just opened YouTube, and I found that you were live. Kenny, we're like one soul now, mate. We just understand each other. You know when I'm live. I know when you're hard. We're like one person. What's up, Bilal's Good Eye? How are you, dude? How's life treating you? How's life treating you, Bilal's Good Eye? How's welding? How's Muay Thai? How is chasing the passions outside of welding now that you've gotten your cert? How's life treating you, mate? I was waiting and I sensed that it would be you. There you go. Shades to hide the Freemason black eye. No, just... had my shades right there. I saw him. I was rocking out. Chucked on the shades. I've been playing Fallout New Vegas heaps today. Nice one, dude. Why haven't you been at work, you lazy man? It's Monday. Why are you not at work today, Bilal's Good Eye? That's awesome, dude. I love Fallout New Vegas. Really good game. Really good. Go-to game. Go-to game. Lightning struck twice. Lightning struck twice. There you go. You ever been to Tasmania? No. Well, so Mitch, I've taken a cruise ship to Tasmania, but it was so windy and bad, the weather was so bad at Tasmania that we weren't able to port, so we just circled the island and then turned around and went back to Melbourne. So I've been right to the edge of Tasmania, but I've not stepped onto Tasmania, but I've been within striking distance of it. What's up, Alex? How are you, dude? Dougie lives in a treehouse in Tasmania. I wished, mate. That'd be bloody awesome. Maybe I'll do a treehouse vlog. I'll go into the forest, make a tree house out of tarp or whatever, and vlog it for the weekend. Spider-Man 2, good game. Still no Muay Thai. My knee is so busted, and the company I was working for ran out of work, so I'm unemployed. Oh no, that sucks to hear, dude. That sucks to hear. But you've got your certificate, so I'm sure you know the resumes are out there. And there's always labouring, Bilal's Good Eye. When I was a young man, there's always labouring. There's always skips that need filling. So you've been to the tip. I've been to the tip. Yeah, exactly. Treehouse made of 100% plaster. Wouldn't be very good against the weather, Justin Kennedy. Probably gets cold as hell down there in Tasmania. It does, mate. It does. Chandler, KO retirement would be great for Moik now. Yeah, let's talk MMA. Let's stop talking about tree houses and retirement and all that good stuff. Let's talk MMA. What's up, Christian Grey? You like the vlog, dude? I thought you would, mate. I was genuinely waiting for you to jump into the stream yesterday so we could watch the vlog together, but you were a touch late. But I'm happy you enjoyed it, man. I thought you would enjoy it. I had you in mind while I was editing it. Let's have a look at Moicano. What the hell is Moicano up to? What's Moicano up to? Let's go have a look at Moicano and see what has Moicano got to say about things in the world and thoughts. Moicano.
Talking about fight.
Yeah.
Who you want to fight next?
Man, I'll be completely honest with you. The oldest guy on the division, brother.
Who's the oldest guy?
Not Dariush?
Michael Chandler, bro.
Michael Chandler, my brother. I think that fight makes a lot of sense.
There's not a better time for that fight right now.
No, that is not a better time.
Yeah.
That is not a better time for the fight. I have been talking shit for Chandler for so long.
Yeah.
And if I lose to him, brother, I will have to kill myself. That's the... I think that's a...
How about this, bro? Renato Moicano versus...
If I lose to Chandler, I'll have to kill myself. That's so good.
That's the... I think that's a...
How about this, bro? Renato Moicano versus Michael Chandler. Loser retires.
100%.
I like it.
Sign the contract.
I like that. I like that a lot from Moicano. That's such a good call out, man. I was actually thinking, boys, that Chandler's next fight is going to be this one. I'm going to come in and read your chats 1 second. I think this is going to be Chandler's next fight. Benoit Saint Denis announces via Instagram that he's obviously going to be returning at UFC Paris. This seems like it's a perfect, like, do we get Denis a bounce back? Do we get Chandler a win that he desperately needs against a name that some people enjoy? This very much seems like a sort of Chandler bounce back. Let me read your chats, boys. I'm sorry I've been behind. Hang on, here we go. So you've been to the tip. Yep. Great vlog. I'm happy you enjoyed it. It'll be fine. Yeah, plastered treehouse. She'll be right. Dougie doesn't want to talk retirement because he is an old man. I can't talk retirement, Kenny. I have to keep working. You were disappointed that there was no cold plunge? Me too, dude. I was disappointed too. Because I've cold plunged in that river before. And I was like, I should jump. Like, I know that I see the water. I see how clear and cool and crystal it is. And I know that I want to jump into it and get freezing cold. But I didn't have any towels already. Like, I wasn't prepared, and that was my fault. So next time we will do a cold plunge. I was driving when you streamed the vlog yesterday, but I watched it back and I liked it. Awesome, Bilal's good. I'm really happy you liked it, dude. I know you used to watch our old vlogs back in the day, so I'm happy to... It was good to vlog again, you know? Go out into the forest and vlog again. It's been a long time. We love Moicano. We bloody love Moicano. Your video makes me want to go camping. It's been a while. Dude, going camping makes me want to go camping. Now, though, I need to get the van fixed because, like I said, the van doesn't go uphill anymore, which is very concerning. And I like camping in the high country, so I need it to go uphill. So I need to get the van repaired, and I need to find out what's wrong with it at first. So there's steps to do, but yeah, I'm excited to get back out there again. He also made fun of Strickland for running into the cage. He also made fun of Strickland for Oh, Moicano did? Based Moicano. Nice window in the front. You're welcome, Wixon. You're welcome, mate. These bad boys. Yeah, it's the balcony. You can see the balcony there. Money Moicano versus Get Out... Versus the Get Out leader at the White House versus the Get Out leader. Chandler? Michael Chandler's the Get Out leader. Okay. At the White House card would be awesome. Do you really think the... What's up, B Fatty? Good to see you, dude. Do you really think the White House card is going to happen, though, Christian Grey? Or do you think it's just Donald Trump saying things again? Like, we're going to go to Fort Knox. We're going to see what's inside of Fort Knox. We have to... Where's the gold? Maybe there isn't any gold. Is there even any gold? I don't know if there's any gold. He probably KOs BSD. That's why I think it's a good fight for Chandler. Do you know what I mean, Justin Kennedy? That's why I think it's a good fight for Michael Chandler. I don't think Chandler's going to France. I think he would. I think Chandler would go to France. I think he would. And at it, I'm crook right now, so I've been eating lots of mandarins and drinking water, and yeah, been missing the old vlog. Yeah, man, yeah, I get it, dude. I miss making them. Well, I hope you get better soon, dude, so that you can get back onto the hunt, the great job hunt of life. Just watch it while drive. Yeah, drink, drive, watch vlogs. This is the way to live. Fucking lovely van you have there indeed. I always wanted something like that, and seeing it made me need it even more. I mean, they're very easy to put together, you know what I mean? Like, mine's not aesthetic because I have to take all of that out and put my work stuff back into it. But yeah, I'd love to have a permanent van that's just for camping and make it nice and pretty. My bad about yesterday, bro. I didn't know Lorenzo was only 16. Is Lorenzo only 16? No shit. We'll still be nice to Lorenzo, mate. He's a good kid. Towels are for women and children. We dry off butt naked. You know what? Simply kudos. Next time, that's what I'm just going to stomp around the campground absolutely naked. I think Trump is just yapping. Yeah, I think Trump is just yapping as well. Favorite welterweight besides the Supreme Leader? Favorite JDM besides JDM? Shit, you know what? It used to be Burns, but, you know, Burns has lost the fire. It can't be Miles Morales because he wears women's clothing. It's definitely not Ian Gary because he's a cuck. It's not Bilal because, you know, there aren't really that many great welterweights, are there? The Get Out leader is great. That is bloody hilarious. No, it's probably not going to happen, but man, it would be... Oh, yeah, look, if it actually happened, it would go harder than the Sphere. Absolutely, Christian Grey. Dougie's Corner. He thought we wouldn't do it, but we will do it. We're going to do the event. He said we would never do the event. We're going to do the event. American event. No one wants to see Chandler. No, we want to see Chandler lose so we can fuck off. So who do you feed him to then? Ruffy? Ruffy? Give Chandler a Ruffy. What's up, Mr. C? Good to see you, dude. Main event at the White House, jet fuel versus steel beams. Okay, alright. You know that the jet fuel isn't going to do anything. Trump could have been yapping, but knowing how hardcore of a UFC fan he is and he's buddies with Dana, it's 100% a possibility. It is 100% a possibility. That's true. What's up, Hobknocker? Good to see you, mate. I've never seen you in my channel before. Hobknocker says, I've been hearing accusations that you were affiliated with the Freemasons. Is this true? My father, you want to know how I got these scars? My father was a Grand Lodge master, and I went and joined his lodge and went to 2 or 3 nights and then immediately bailed because it was just a bunch of old men talking about the good old days. So yes, I mean, I have been affiliated with the Freemasons and been indoctrinated into their culture and their cult. But I am no longer a practicing Freemason. I have been deprogrammed. Who's Lorenzo and why is everyone in the world younger than me? I mean, Wixon, I'm an old man. You know what I mean? We can ride together. Chandler would love to go to France so we can look more... Okay, alright, Christian Grey. Chandler, we're going to read this, Chris. But these aren't my words, okay? This is Christian Grey's words. Chandler would love to go to France so he could look for more melanated people to adopt. There you go. Dare you say Sean Brady? I do not dare say Sean Brady, Alex. I hate Sean Brady. I hate Sean Brady with the deepest part of my body. I will never forget the wasted hours at the Apex watching Sean Brady. Yep, let Ruffy knock his dome off, his roided shoulder. It's just muscle milk, mate. It's not steroids. It's just muscle milk. Dougie is a certified glizzy bowler. Okay, thank you, Kenny. I love it. Lot of fellow Canadians. We do have a bunch of Canadians in here. Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. But I feel like Canadians are part of the Commonwealth, you know what I mean? They get like the banter culture of like Australia, England, Canada, New Zealand. We all have like this very similar banter. We're like Americans, just zero sense of humor. Absolutely zero sense of humor. Can't handle a joke just for a sec. I'm telling you, they wouldn't know a joke if it hit him in the face. Dougie is the frog mate. I now lead the frog masons. Simply kudos. Exactly. Dougie is the maths debater. All right, just calm down with that. Main event of the White House card is Hezbollah versus Sergei Pavlovich. We're gonna punt that little cunt right over the White House, right over the fence. Pavlovich is gonna kick him like a football. Trump definitely has jumped into a Lucas Tracy live stream when Biden was president and he had the time off. He found Guru, but he couldn't stand the English accent. True, Eric. I completely agree. What's up, Miguel? Good to see you, dude. Dougie's dad was the dude with the big hat in the middle of the table on the Stonehenge Simpsons. Pretty much, yeah, that was what my dad was up to. I forget you're a Coast Guard. There you go. Where I'm up to. Does France have a lot of melanin? It does now. As of the last 5 years, yeah, it does now. Canadians are a weak people. Only the ones in the cities. Cheddarhead is seething right now. Why is that? Because I said Americans don't have a sense of humor. What's up, Miguel? How are you, dude? I hope you're good, dude. Dougie is a... Okay, Kenny, thank you. We can't make fun of our mates, but we can make fun of our minor... All right, Mr. C. I mean, you can't do that either. Well, actually, that's funny. You guys can do that, whereas the Commonwealth group of us, we can't do that, because if we do that, we end up in prison. But you guys can do that because you have free speech. Chilling in San Francisco, how are you doing? I'm bloody exhausted, mate. I'm going to UFC Nashville. Lewis is getting put to sleep. So do you guys really think Lewis is going to lose to a... He'll be Teixeira's second fight in the UFC. Do you guys really think Lewis is going to lose to someone on their second fight? Like, this is their second fight in the UFC. Is Lewis cooked? That ain't not how you spell cooked. Alright, is Derek Lewis cooked, or is it going to be a crafty vet night out? You let me know, boys. Is Derek Lewis cooked, or is he going to be a fucking crafty vet night out? South Africa also have similar... Yeah, the South Africans, true. And they're not part of the Commonwealth, are they? Kanye's song aged perfectly. All right, Eric. Okay, calm down, mate. Americans have the best humor. All other Western culture is more soy. Free speech alone proves it. It's so hypocritical, the lies that you spread. I know, but it's fun to stir up the Americans. He is a 6'7" giant. Trust me, he's going, all right, Miguel, if you say so, I'll put all of my money on it. Lewis has got no technique. He has some technique. He does dart his head forward, and he can always just stand up. So, Derek Lewis has got that level of technique. What's up, Scrimpo? How are you, dude? He says, oi, Dougie, mate, you said they'd be a biracial ebony princess with what? When did I say this, Scrimpo? When did I ever promise this, mate? Never. I've never promised this before. Michael Chandler sucks, man. He does, true. He's fucking crude, mate. Just a power brawler, same as Tai Tuivasa. True. What's up, Mike? How are you, dude? In a sly comment, in 1 or 2 sentences, can you provide where Freemasonry... In a sly comment, in 1 or 2 sentences, can you provide where Freemasonry originated? It's a small little country in the Middle East that still to this day is causing drama. How are you, Mike? Good to see you, dude. Your name has been added to the end slides, finally. Justice for Mike Lang, one of the biggest patronages of this channel. Couldn't even get his bloody name in the end credits of the videos. That has been rectified, Mike. Your name is at the end of the videos, dude. Good to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll leave the comedy to you guys, leave the control in the world, and punking everything else to us. I mean, fair enough, B-Fatty. You guys are in control. Most Canadians are based, especially the small town lodges, fishermen kind of motherfuckers. But we are getting invaded by the Jubilees. Yes, exactly. All the big cities are compromised. How many known comedians are from other countries? They're literally all from Australia. American gets real defensive when you criticize it. But any bit of the country is... No, I know, it is just funny to stir up the Americans. Who will Tapuria fight next? I believe it is going to be Paddy Pimblett in a WWE-esque sort of a matchmaking. I think they're going to try and do Arman Sarukian versus Justin Gaethje and do Paddy Pimblett versus Ilya Tapuria. You think the Taliesin fight will look just like the Pavlovich fight? Probably. Probably, Mitch. I think you're onto something there. Wonderboy is going to get submitted and will end his career being finished 3 times in a row. Yeah, I mean, if Wonderboy gets when Wonderboy gets submitted, I think it's time for him to hang up the gloves. Yemen? Not quite. Very close, though. There's always going to be some based Australians and Canadians. Yep. Are you talking about the Oman? Not quite. Very close, though. I miss Yuri. Me, too. I heard North Korea has good free speech. Oh, yeah. Only in one direction, as long as you don't criticize Mr. Ill. But that makes sense. I get that. God almighty. There's no way this is why John Jones has re-entered the testing pools. There's no way this is why John Jones... It's a photo of John Jones in the American custom shorts sleeping Tom Aspinall. There is no way this is why John Jones has re-entered the testing pool. People cannot believe that John Jones is actually going to fight Tom Aspinall. Ever. Chedhead ain't American. He's a weak person. You Australians could have it. Chedhead isn't weak. Chedhead ran MMA YouTube last week, getting me to eat 12 hot dogs and getting Musical MMA to eat... Well, it was only 3 onions by the end of it. Cheddarhead ran MMA YouTube last week. Let's move to Japan. All right, Christian Grey. Wonderboy should hang it up 2 years ago after the Holland win. Yeah, that would have been the best time to do it, Justin Kennedy. A real war with the still young, crafty striker. A fan favorite fight. I agree, Justin Kennedy. Yeah, for sure. They need to do a ladder match between Armin, Justin, and Paddy for the title. So what? Ilya Tapuria is just sitting at the top of the ladder, just winning the, swinging the belt around. Oh, one of you can win this. UFC 1700s edition, Captain Cook versus an indigenous Polynesian, and Captain Cook just coughs at them, and the Polynesian just drops dead. If Islam fought Oliveira after beating Bobby Green, then Paddy deserves the title fight. That's what I'm saying, Wixon. Whether or not I think Paddy Pimblett deserves the fight, the fact of the matter is, Paddy Pimblett is 7-0 in the UFC. and he just beat Michael Chandler. Like, WWE, they're giving him a shot. Speak, I was reading, Eric. I live in San Francisco, which is known as a kind of a pussy-ass town, but there are definitely some cool people. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Like, listen, man, I've traveled everywhere. Like, even to the most bluest of blue states, like New York, Boston. I've traveled to Papua New Guinea. I've traveled to London. I've been to Serbia. I've been around Australia. There's always cool cunts around. It's just people. People are not what the media would have you believe. People are not what the media would have you believe. The weird blue-headed freaks that just get pissy about people's pronouns and shit that you say, they're only on Twitter. They're not real people that are out there. They're not, like, most of the world is not like that. 50-50 essentially. So is Derek Lewis cooked? 53% say, yeah, bro, it's over. 46% say, nah, it's going to be a Crafty Vets night out. 13 vote. How many people are in here? $13 people, 13 votes. Eerie. Ominous. 13. Evil number. John Jones could only sleep his wife. Very true, Christian Grey, but not sleep with her. Not sleep with her. No, only sleep her. I agree, Christian Grey. When has Jones slept anyone? He developed a spinning back kick at 36. People forget, man. Has John Jones ever slept anyone? Only TKO'd. That photo will never be real. It's just I know, Miguel. I know, in John Jones's dreams. Dougie only eats kosher hot dogs. Absolutely not true. I'm a Freemason. We don't go for that, mate. I want to sniff Dougie's butthole. Stop it. Onions in the mouth. Onions in the mouth. Onions in the mouth. God, that was a good one. Dougie has a giant... Okay, all right. Have you ever been to Kentucky? I've not been to Kentucky. No, that's true. Those freaks do exist if you venture into the big city, downtown. I mean, yeah, we have them in Melbourne as well. They do exist, but they're a very small vocal minority. Most people aren't like that. Yeah. Like the stream, boys. Thank you, Kenny, for becoming a member, dude. I really appreciate it, mate. Just so you guys know, the 1 year badge has been uploaded into the back end. The first person to be a member for a year, which I think my oldest member, it's either going to be Western Mass or Cheddarhead. But Western Mass or Cheddarhead, I think they're the two oldest members. They're in a race to get the 12-month badge. It's been loaded into the back end. The Prime Minister of Australia just announced live on TV they will hold a UFC event next year in Dougie's van. Who will be the main event? Ooh, Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega again in the van. Those blue-head people are in majority of American states, sadly. Well, like I'm saying, Mike, like I cruised around, the blue-head city of New York. It wasn't that bad. Eric, thank you for becoming a member for 7 months, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. I'm sorry my English is little. I'm big fans, big support. The champion has a name. Charles Oliveira. Charles du Bronx. Charles du Bronx. Charles du Bronx. It was me, I think. Oh, there he goes. Christian Gray's got it. Well, it only got uploaded today. Christian Grey has got the 1 year badge. Yes, mate. You love to see it. There you go. How does Dougie know about the back end? IT guy. There you go, Christian Grey. You love to see it. Cheddarhead only got the 6-month badge. Oh, Dougie always forgetting how long I've been. No, it's not that I forget how long you've supported me. It's just that Cheddarhead's been on the channel for a long time. I guess he just didn't get the membership. There you go. Look at that, dude. Christian Grey looks good, dude. Get mocked, Chad. Christian Grey, you love to see it, mate. Well done, dude. Loving the new badge, man. Mike, been a member for 3 years, but I reset my... I've been a member for 3 years, but I reset my account to give everyone a chance. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving everyone else a chance. Chris has the badge. There you go. Dougie doesn't even know his first subscriber is. My first subscriber might have been Weston. You want to hear a very interesting idea? Okay, here we go. Samson, the strongest man from the Bible, might be the father of Hercules, since Samson loved Philistine prostitutes. There is a strong connection between Philistines and ancient Greece at the time. It's possible Hercules might be a descendant or a son of Samson. All right, nice one, Cayman. So if you guys don't know, Cayman's in the middle of writing a book about a war between angels and demons. I'm the founding father, I'm the founding godfather of this channel. It's true, Cheddarhead. You're an important cornerstone of this channel. Doug, you always forgetting just how long... No, it's not that, Chris. It's not that. I just didn't know how long you'd been paying for. Christian Grey from 50 Shades OG. Great, he really is. It says I'm on 10 months. I know, but the badges only go up to 6 months, and then from 6 months to 1 year. So, yeah. Looks like you weren't financially supporting the channel up to that point. But you were still in the chats, Cheddarhead, and you know I appreciate it, man. So, thank you. Christian Grey is having aneurysms with all the glaze. He deserves it, mate. First one to get the membership badge. I have the badge. You guys can't just see it. It's invisible ink. Nice one, Kenny. Nice one. Zeus is the father of Hercules. Yeah, I know. I was a member of Dougie's OnlyFans for years. Okay, just found out that he had a YouTube channel during No Goon June. Is this the... I thought it was Dry July. Now it's No Goon June. Then it's No Fap November. You guys just... refuse to fucking take it out and play with it, don't you? You guys just absolutely refuse to. Alright. Duplessis versus Hamzat Chimaev. Is this... Holy shit. We're going to have UFC 318, which is essentially not a pay-per-view. And then we have got nothing until UFC 319. Fucking hell. This is a sad, sad lead-up. Oh my god, that's a sad, sad lead-up. I mean, 318 sucks, but we are. What's up, Larry? Good to see you, dude. We are in a cold war with content. What's up, Lorenzo? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. It's okay, Cheddarhead. We love you. We love Cheddarhead just the same. Technologia. Exactly, Justin Kennedy. Really be honest. Do you see JDM beating Islam Makhachev in a mixed martial arts fight? That's so hard. What's up, Lorenzo? I hope you're good, dude. Yeah, dude, I do. So, Lorenzo, just, picture it in your head, man. Islam Makhachev can't hold down Alexander Volkanovski. Little, tiny, short Alexander Volkanovski. Islam Makhachev is struggling to hold down Dustin Poirier. 36-year-old, one hip, no rib having Dustin Poirier. Bilal Muhammad is getting easily shucked off by JDM. And even towards the end, when Bilal is giving it everything that he has in a do-or-die round, and he's finally got top mount of JDM, JDM just takes a deep breath and stands back up. Then it comes to the striking. Volk is landing on Makhachev. Moicano lands somewhere here on Makhachev. Yeah, Dustin Poirier is landing clean shots on Makhachev. JDM's going to kill him. JDM's going to kill Islam Makhachev. Dougie completely missed no Goon June. I can't Goon say his name. I stopped gooning in general. I was an addict for the longest time. Best decision I ever made. But yeah, I mean, if you're addicted to it, absolutely don't be doing that. Say my name. Kenny. Monkey. What Whitaker RDR card is good? That's true. At least we have that Whitaker RDR card. Thank God that we have that. How long until he asks for a raid? No, Lorenzo's fine. Wait, what are we talking about? Yours and No Goon June hit harder than Mingumbo. Okay. How was the bush? Did you get nice and deep? I did get pretty deep into the bush, Larry. It was good stuff. There is a vlogging video in the members section for you guys. Isn't Bilal like 37 too? Yes, Bilal's old. Yeah, true. Bilal is old. Also, Dustin literally said he blew his knee mid-fight. I know Dustin had no knee, no hip, no rib, and still he was able to push off Islam Makhachev. Hot take, JDM is a better striker than Ilya. Yeah, Wixon, I would say that JDM has got a more diverse range of strikes, but Ilya Topuria has got the power bomb. And I guess, what do you account for more when it comes to who's the better striking? I would say Ilya Topuria is stronger, but JDM is more versatile. I shot in a bottle earlier. Weird, bathroom was taken. In a bottle? In a bottle? Must have been a very wide-brimmed bottle, Lorenzo. I don't believe you. Lorenzo, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you did shit in a bottle. Who do you think had more servants? wiping their bum? I think probably Armin. Dougie, did you know the story of Nectar? I don't. Okay, all right. I feel so great knowing we had to watch Max Holloway and Petr Yan compete back to back. Thank you, Mitch, for the MMA content. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, me too. Although I feel like we're going to watch Max Holloway get pieced up. Petr Yan, I still believe in. I still believe Yan can do this. But I think we're going to be seeing Holloway get pieced up, which is sad to see. Holy shit, Justin Tuffer went to the gym. Is one of the Tuffer brothers actually about to be in a real competitive fight? You're a Tuffer brother. You're meant to be a blob. What is this? What is going on here? I mean, they still have no skill whatsoever. Junior Tuffer, yeah. Junior Tuffer, yeah, I know. Junior Tuffer. Junior Tuffer, looking shredded for his light heavyweight debut. But still, the Tuffer brothers are meant to be blobular. Yeah, fit Tuffer, that's what I'm saying. New mythical fighter, fit Tuffer. I don't believe this. Shredded, no. Okay, so this bloke here, good old Val, thinks that having abs isn't shredded. Let's have a look, Val. Let's have a look, Val. Are you shredded, Val? Do you go to the gym at all, Val? What is shredded to you, Mr. Val? Unbelievable, mate. If you have abs, you're doing great. For a Tuffer that's bodybuilding shape, that's what I'm thinking. This is insanity. This is insanity. That's cool that they have lodges down under, so to speak. You must be what, third degree? I was third degree, yeah. But I literally went for 3 days, 2 nights, maybe less. It was between 2 and 3. I don't remember. It was back when I was like 21. You know, I don't remember. But yeah, they have lodges down under. Pixar, it didn't happen. You mad fool of a ting. Exactly. I remember the first week in New Zealand, an old lady told me she had a lovely tramp in her bush. I could have a go at. I swear my life flashed before my eyes. You should have taken her up on it. Either way. New mythical fighter, fit Tuffer. When chat slows down, non-MMA related. Search Nakuta Malone, the first to die via... Okay, all right, Eric. I don't think we're going to be searching for that. I think he's moving to light heavy. Yeah, he's moving to light heavyweight. Yeah, that's what's up. Polynesians have abs underneath. I know, Mr. C. I didn't know Polynesians had abs. Blubber, I know. Blubbersaw, Tuffersaw. Anybody else starting to notice just how fast Che's takes are getting dismantled and being repeated like their original? Anybody else notice just how fast Che's takes are getting disseminated and being repeated like they are original thoughts? No, Larry. No. Which ones are sending off these rockets? Who's doing what? That's making you think this, dude. Imagine he just goes on a run now. Oh, mate. Now he can actually get some cardio. How is there no John Jones car insurance collab? What? So John Jones does an ad read on his YouTube channel for car insurance. Here at Geico, they're not annoying to me. No matter how much trouble I get in, Geico's got me covered. He might be the most in-shape Samoan I've ever seen. I agree, Bilal's good. Like, even the rugby players do not have this level of physique. Who has a message in a bottle when you can put a turd in there? True, Justin Kennedy. Dougie, it's like me, for real, for real. If someone disagrees with me, I immediately check how they look like. Many fail the full masonry check. No, it's a real story. He did the suicide. All right. All right, Eric. All right. We're not going to talk about some dude offing themselves because they just wanted to goon more. I'm just saying John Jones would be the perfect ad for car insurance. You're not wrong. John Jones would be perfect for a car insurance ad. That's... I mean, you're not wrong. They do go hand in hand together. They do go hand in hand together. Josh Emmett says he's been hit harder before than Ilia Topuria. I feel like Ilia Topuria is really, really, like, sharpened up. I feel like Ilia Topuria has gotten a lot better since the Josh Emmett fight. Oh my god! Don Davis. Don Davis, the owner of the PFL, is worse than Conor McGregor and John Jones. Anytime the UFC has like something to talk about, anytime the UFC is in the media, Don Davis is like, we could do a co-promotion with Francis Ngannou. Guys, can we get invited? Can we get invited, guys? Can we come over as well? Why don't we invite the PFL and we do PFL versus UFC at the White House? Just try and grow your own brand, Mr. Davis. Try and grow your own band. Oh, God. Say his name. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. That's the problem, Eric. Insurance companies fear this man. They fear John Jones. JDM kind of sucks. He's literally the best welterweight in the planet. I'm not going to fall for this rage bait, Lorenzo. Ilya did not put all of his power in against Emmett because even in the 5th round, Emmett was throwing back danger. He had to be calculated. Yet what we saw there was an absolute masterclass. Yeah, didn't he like 50-45 Emmett? Like, didn't he... Wasn't there even some 10-8 rounds in there as well? I believe there were some 10-8 rounds in there as well against Emmett. Like, he beat the fuck out of him. Ilya versus Emmett scorecards. Ilya Tapiri, Josh Emmett on ABC scorecards. 50-42. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he 10-8'd it. 10... There's no way. That was a 10-7 round? That's a fake Lorenzo? Oh, okay, that makes sense. He's trying to rage bait. Dude, that was a 10-7 round. And a 10-8. Yeah, he beat the shit out of Josh Emmett. Beat the shit out of him. Chad Taporia. Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. 10-8s across the board. So absolutely agreed upon 10-8s. And then a 10-7. Fuck, he beat the shit out of him. That's what you get. Especially with boxing judges. Who's Lorenzo? Lorenzo is just another MMA YouTuber. Just another one in the, just another one in the churn. Trying to make it on MMA YouTube. You know how it is, mate. You know how it is. Just another one. Sorry, I missed this, guys. Don Davis is the kid who has to be given a present at other people's birthday parties just so he doesn't throw a tantrum. That's exactly what Don Davis is. He's that kid that will start sucking if people don't give him any attention. Guys, why don't we do PFL versus UFC? Why don't we try that, guys? I bet everyone in Albuquerque has car insurance. Oh, they would have to. They probably don't have car insurance. They probably have John Jones insurance. So it's like a whole separate thing. It's a whole separate thing. The John Jones special, that's the one. It is actually, Lorenzo, I fucking come to the Wolves of... Alright, Lorenzo, calm the fuck down. Let's go and have a look at his channel. Let's have a look. Is it the real Lorenzo Predicts? No, it is not the real Lorenzo Predicts. He has no content. It is a completely different Lorenzo, which is all good. You've been exposed as trying to start beef yet again. Clearly not falling for it. Vitaly MMA, yo Doug, what's up, Unk? Alright, no need for the... Alright, just don't need to just sprinkle the Unk in there, mate. I was feeling rather youthful today. You didn't have to do that. How are you, Vitaly? Good to see you, dude. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. What's up with you? I'm just enjoying a nice, chilled MMA live stream. What are you up to, my friend? The dude who is Freddie Mercury stash, always begging for the rate. That's Lorenzo, yeah, but this isn't the real Lorenzo. This is a fake Lorenzo. I can't, Goon. I can't. I don't understand, Eric, what the fuck you're talking about. You keep saying say his name. I don't know who you're fucking talking about. Glory to Serbia! I agree, mate. Based. You're becoming modded. You're becoming... Sorry, coming from the Unk street. That's all right. I don't care. That's fine. I am an Unk, to be fair. And yes, glory to Serbia. The Stravia. That makes sense. It's not him because he actually said something funny. There you go. There was a funeral for that. Okay. All right, dude. You are... This is... If John Jones is back, I have to ask Delidze to... Did the computer crash? If John Jones is back, I have to ask Delidze to steal his girl. What do you mean, Showbiz Stories? How are you, dude? Those lamb chops you made camping look worthy of the Dark Lord Big Ben Roth. Dude, the lamb chops were so fucking good. So fucking good. R.I.P. Yugoslavia. I agree, mate. R.I.P. Yugoslavia. It makes me very, very sad. To be fair, they might not always get it from him, and I'm not talking shit even if they do. None of us always give credit to who we originally heard a take from when we repeat it. But just like I heard say JDM is a better striker than Ilya the other day in his video about Charles versus Ilya, and I'm hearing that same thing happen after it. But like I just heard Che say JDM is a better striker than Ilya the other day. About Charles versus Ilya, and I'm often hearing the same thing happen after he posts it. Right, so the thing that I just said where like Ilya has more power and JDM is like more diverse striking. Yeah, could have been, dude. Could have been. But that's the thing, right? Like, I might have gotten it from Che. You never know. And I don't really know either, to be honest, because like I listen to Che, I listen to Lucas, you know, I listen to James Lynch. I chat to you guys. Like, I know for a fact there have been takes that some of you guys have come up with that I've just thought, oh, that's a good one. And it's not to, like, steal it. It's like you just hear a bit of information that you agree with and sort of helps fill in the picture that you're sort of already going with in your head. And it's a nice way of surmising it and explaining it. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, if it's something like the relentless Alex Pereira glaze. Thank you for the $1, Eric. I appreciate it, dude. You're a bloody legend, mate. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Where if you hear something that you don't agree with, you don't consume it or memorize it. You know what I mean? Like, there was countless hours of Alex Pereira glaze that I just, like, vehemently disagreed with. And you just don't keep it, you know what I mean? So I think that's just part of being in the MMA space, like MMA YouTube space. You're just hearing ideas. Yeah. Stealing ideas is not bad. Don't be scared to claim it. Well, that's the thing. Like, if I notice that I'm saying something that I know I got from somewhere else, like the other day, we were on stream. I don't remember what someone asked me, but I remember this moment. Someone asked me something, and I said, Guru pretty much said it perfectly today in his stream. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I remember that I said that. Guru said it perfectly today in his stream. So yeah, if I know where I got some, or I'll say I was listening to James Lynch and I heard this from James Lynch. So yeah, some things you keep, some things you don't keep, you know. Let me make sure I read everyone's chats. RIP Yugoslavia, gone but not forgotten. We'll be back, Vitali. We'll be back, mate. We'll be back. Who is more of a schizo druggie, Kenny or Eric? Oh, definitely Kenny. Definitely Kenny. Kenny will go all night long, just in the comments section. How does MMA Che open his beer? I don't know, dude. Does he pop it between his remaining teeth? This is one of the most Gen Z things to make every generation freeze and shock and awe. Why I bring it up? I want to see reaction just when you saw the Glizzy Overdrive. It's peak content. Alright, maybe at the end of the stream, Eric. Maybe at the end of the stream. Delidze is famous for his chest hair and stealing people's wife. He is! Yes, Showbiz Stories. I completely forgot. Delidze does love stealing your wife. And it's because of that insanely hairy chest that he can get away with it. Eric, I got you. Can't breathe, can't goon. True. Don't tell him I said this. I love this. But Toad always repeats Che basically word for word. Oh, it's alright. I think Toad's done on the channel. I don't think Toad's coming back. Yeah, I made that video talking about just how good Ilya Topuria is, and Toad left a comment saying another one lost to the Ilya Topuria glaze, and I literally haven't seen him since he left that comment. Not since then, which has been a full week, and Toad used to be on every single stream. So I think just because I like Ilya Topuria, Toad's done with the channel. Which is sad, but, you know, I'm sure he'll be back as the cycles go through. I've recognized a joke I made in chat in a video. I recognized a joke I made in the chat in a video, and it made me happy. There you go. Sometimes you guys say great jokes, and just when I'm doing the videos. And and even then, in some of the videos, I say I stole that one from chat. Yep. I got Dougie's meme review idea. That's true. Kenny came up with the meme review videos. Those videos wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Kenny. I didn't mean you. I meant whoever said it in chat initially because they worded it pretty much the same way he did. Well, that's the thing. Like, you guys listen to MMA YouTube. I listen to MMA YouTube. So it's the same, like, the best ideas rise to the top. You know what I mean? The best ideas rise to the top. And now Dougie's made 17 meme review videos. Exactly right, dude. MMA is a fun sport. My idea. Nobody can steal it. You must credit me. And I mean, Eric came up with MMA. People forget, man. Cheney buys. What happened with Toad? There we go. Lucas Tracy only glazes man of his size. Vulcan Elliott. That is true. Lucas Tracy only loves the shorter man's skill. Just like Lucas. Because he has to put on so much muscle because he's short. I like Toad, but his anti-Western bias was so clear. I still like Toad. I got nothing against Toad. Yeah, I try to always shout out who I originally hear from when I'm actually talking verbally, but I don't often type it out. That's fair enough, Larry. Yeah, that's fair enough. I respect Dougie. He looks like the Australian Kevin Aioli. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it, dude. I love the meme reviews because I feel included. I mean, you guys literally make the meme reviews. I was just saying how I stole the meme review idea from other YouTubers. Well, it's great for our members' content. There we go. America is so broken because we've been carrying the West for 250. Thank you, Chedhead, for the $10. What the fuck? Why? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bush. Bo. Onion go in the mouth. Onion go in the mouth. Onion go in the bush. Thank you, Cheddarhead. I really appreciate it, dude. You're a bloody legend, mate. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. That's a fair whack of money, that is. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. Based Cheddarhead. Absolutely based Cheddarhead. Eric says, I can't goon. And B Fatty says, America is so broken because we've been carrying the West for 250 years. You've been carrying the West since the end of World War II, which was less than 100 years ago, and your empire is already in decline. You literally had one of the fastest empires in history. You didn't even last 3 generations. Maybe 4. 4 generations, and your birth rates are in decline. The BRICS dollar is rising. It's game over. 80 years, you controlled the world, and in 80 years, you absolutely let it go just to see if you could make the Middle East progressive. Good work. Is the cheese ever replaced? You should update the pound for pound every week and make it more and more green slowly. Is the cheese ever replaced? You should update the pound for pound every week and make it more and more green slowly. I have no idea what you were talking about. What's up, XMP? Dougie, I have no clue who to bet on for the Walker versus Kennedy. I'm leaning towards Walker. Who do you think? Yeah, I don't trust Kennedy as Nchukwu. I don't think he's got the fire and the spirit to be a winner. Whereas Walker has been trained by the Dagestanis and they hate losing. So I'd go with that. What's up? I'm extremely Asian. How are you, dude? Dougie talking shit again. Pound for pound means profile. Oh, right. I thought you meant the pound for pound list, you unk. Okay, that's all right. Let's just calm the fuck down. Shall we do a tier list? Let's do a tier list. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. Why don't you take a ride on my disco stick? MMA tier lists. Shall we do a tier list? Shall we do a tier list, chat? Let's go and have a look for a tier list. Popular MMA tier list. Shut up. We're not doing a sex tier list. There's chat. Shall we add a tier list screen? Let us add a tier list screen. Tier list. Select a window. Boom. Let's do a tier list, chat. Let us do a tier list, Chatterton. What the fuck is this? There we go. Let me read some chats. Brett Emo, how do you think... Brett Emo, Bratimo, Kakusi, brother. How do you think Volk versus Silva goes for the belt? Ooh, I think Silva finally beats Volk. I think Silva's got the speed and the power. I don't like it. That's so weird. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, I think Brata. I think Volk is going to get chinned, and I hate it, Vitaly. I hate it. That's so weird. Is it just me, or was Toad initially 100% on the Charles says 0 chance against Ilya train? I don't remember, Larry. I don't remember every single person's take, unfortunately. I do try my best to remember everyone's stories, but I don't remember all their picks. Sorry, dude. Did you see Tapuria released his version of a prime drink called Mucho? Right out of the Mac textbook. Now we just have to wait for Ilya Tapuria to inevitably fall to drugs and addiction. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Snappy's leg. And I'm stealing this from a meme I saw somewhere. Ilya Tapuria is copying Conor McGregor all the way to having his legs snapped in half. I kind of called him out and asked why the only time he doesn't agree with Che is when it's something remotely positive about Charles and he ignored it. But then by fight week, he was basically dissing Ilya. Yeah. I mean, he does hate Western fighters. It's very obvious that Toad hates Western fighters. 40-year-old brain rot Dougie watching Thirst Traps. What? No, I do not watch Thirst Traps. Which WMMA fighter would make the best wife for Bilal? Which WMMA fighter would make the best wife? It's actually a fucking sick tier list, Larry. A drywall tier list? No. Hey, Legends, just wanted to get a word in before Wixon gets here. Wixon's been and gone, mate. The Gene Silver glaze is getting out of hand. Well, XMP, do you not think that Volk gets touched on the chin and Gene Silver has got the speed and the power that is sort of going to be the kryptonite to a 37-year-old Alexander Volkanovski, who's never really been one to knock people out? He's more been a decision merchant, maybe late TKO stoppage or retirement from his opponents. Like, Gene Silver hits pretty fucking hard, dude. And Volk, gets hit. The meme I sent you. The meme you sent me. Yes, the meme you sent me. Is it in Discord? Where is it, Eric? Is it in Discord or is it in... The meme you sent me. Recently? Let's have a look, Eric. What are we talking about? Eric sent me a meme. Where's Eric? None of this stuff is thirst trappy. Let's have a look at this one.
Wanna see something funny?
Oh no. What is this gonna be? Oh no. No, I don't care anymore. It's gone too long. Don't care. Long John Silver about to sail. Long John Silver about to sail the high seas back to Brazil after Lopez is done. Long John Silver about to sail the high seas back to Brazil after Lopez is done. Yeah, he's going to destroy Diego Lopez. Easy. Tier list of which WMA fighter looks best in her leaked nudes. Not a bad one, Showbiz Story. I seen like 50 amazing memes and wasn't included in the meme video. Almost kicked the chair when the meme video ended. No, too much silver glaze. Okay, fair enough. Dougie, I just joined now. Have you said something about UFC White House? Rainy, we've sort of talked about it a bit, but I did an entire stream on UFC White House 2 or 3 days ago that you should go back and listen to. I think you'll find it hilarious. I realized something the other night. What was it, Larry? The friend that sends you 50 memes and gets pissed off when you only reply to 49 of them. I know, I literally reply to Eric's memes all the time and put his memes in the meme videos. But if the fucking meme video at the end of every single week isn't just me going through only Eric's memes that he sent me, he fucking throws a hissy fit. Even though I am I respect all of you guys that choose to subscribe to the channel and interact with the channel. And if you send me something, I make a effort to watch it and to respond to it because I appreciate you guys giving me your energy, so I'd like to give it back to you men. This is sounding very diddy. But the point is, if you send me something, I put in the effort to watch it and reply to it. But if I don't do every single one for Eric, who does not sleep, the man does not fucking sleep. It's just 24, every hour there's a fucking meme. It's madness, mate. The difference between a 145-pound champ and the ranked 10th guy is levels apart. If Gene gets Diego out, which I don't think he will, then yeah, I'll join the Glaze Fest. Fair enough, XMP. So you need to see just one more bit of skill from Gene Silver. That's fair enough, XMP. I get it. It was ever discovered that Ilya has been juicing ever since he developed his skill into ability. He now just become the single most hated fighter of all time. That all the fans have slept. And then I realized that half the fans, especially the newer and younger ones, actually probably wouldn't give a shit, and it just made me sad about the future. Oh, Larry, I said that the other day on the stream. I said, isn't it weird how Ilya Tapiria's power has skyrocketed ever since the new testing? And then you sent me that list of fighters that have failed tests. That's what I was talking about the other day on stream, Larry. So I don't know, did we both hear this nugget somewhere on MMA YouTube? Or are we just both thinking the same thing? Like, man, he got really strong all of a sudden. Like, within the last... 16 months since USADA's been gone. Ilya Tapiria got really fucking strong. He never used to be this strong. Now he's super strong. Huh. Weird. Dougie, how do you beat Arturo Tapiro? You gotta land that head kick. You gotta use your size and length. You gotta use that head kick. You have to. And clinching. You gotta clinch and throw the head kicks in the range. So when you're in close, you're clinching to stop his boxing and to stop his body shots. You got to tie him up, knee him to the head, and when you're at range, tape to the body, pump out the lead, just like Crow Cop, pump out the lead, and then head kick over the side, because he's so short, and he likes to bend his head down low. You'll see Ilya Tapiria, when he's got nothing to do and he's not in range, he'll be doing this. He'll be doing... What's up, Moody Wizard? Good to see you, dude. Ilya Tapiria will do this. Just fuck around. That's what he'll do. So you just pump that jab out and then head kick around the other side. And if he comes in close for his combinations, tie him up, because he likes to get in underneath you and hit the body. So you want to tie him up, knees straight up the middle. I may be egotistical, it's true. But as of right now, which fighting nerd has beaten good competition? The best fighting nerd wins so far is old man Jared 3 weeks after he went to war against Imavov. That's very true, XMP, yeah. You're right to want more information before you just start relentlessly glazing them, right? That's fair, dude. Dougie likes giving it to men. Thank you, Justin Kennedy. I thought that joke was good. Thank you for your service. What's up, Daniel? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. I hope you're well, brother. Thanks for jumping into the chat. Sorry I didn't say g'day to you when you got here. Sorry, I was in the middle of a rant. Moicano invested in Bitcoin. Chandler invested in CTE coin. One of them is going to give you a return investment. The other one is going to crash. Silver beat Dr. Mitchell. Dr. Mitchell, easier than Tapiria did. That's true. I'm extremely Asian. I don't think PEDs give you that much power. Yeah, they don't. Well... They can give you strength. Absolutely, they can give you strength. They can give you strength. I remember when I was on steroids. Absolutely, I had a better month of lifting. True, but even if... Oh my god, what am I up to? Alright, cool. Where am I up to? Oh my god, I've lost my spot. Oh, okay. True, but even if it takes like 8 months to get around to watching it, he will eventually watch what you send him if you keep reminding him. And I will! Eventually I will watch it. And I did watch it, and I loved it. And then I went and watched the UFC Jiu-Jitsu Tough. You did that, Larry. That was all you. Ilya moves up to heavyweight and KOs Aspinall in the first. I don't think... That's when he'll really be on steroids. Ilya got stone implants in his hand. Maybe he did. Listen, kid, if we're even doing Arturo versus Jai Herbert for the rematch BMF belt, the fans want to see it, kid. The fans want to see it. I think you saying that is what made me think of it, but I wasn't talking about the timing of it and the UFC testing companies. But I wasn't talking about the timing of it and the UFC changing testing companies. Well, that's what I'm talking about, Larry, yeah. I think it's interesting. Give Fight Labs credit for that idea, mate. Was that a Fight Labs idea? Maybe it was, Eric. I watched Fight Labs as well, so maybe that was a Fight Labs one. Imagine Gaethje head kicks him like he did Poirier. I'd be furious. That would be such a Gaethje win, Kennedy. Just a straight up chinning of Ilya Tapiria somewhere. Pound for pound, who hits harder, Ilya or Pereira? Has to be Ilya. Has to be. If Ilya hits you, you're not getting back up. Yeah, Yuri Prohaska got back up. To be fair, Ilya has very good technique, and he seems like the kind of guy that perfects his techniques. His old coaches said when he was young, he was the most coachable student they had ever met. I mean, that's what could happen as well. Like, Connor used to be just a weapon when he had his timing and his technique down, so it could be that. Guess the fighter. Hamburger gay. Hamburger gay. Hamburger gay. I don't know. Who's a hamburger gay fighter? I need a what's up, fellas, from you. Sorry, Paul. Sorry. Hey, fellas. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, man. I'm still salty about my joke, cheddar-headed ass being cheesecake didn't land. Oh, sorry, Justin Kennedy. I apologize, mate. Dougie, I'm going to send you a sneak peek of my Chris and Chips video. Love it. Awesome. Thank you, Chris. Guess the fighter. John Jones. Yes, I'm with you, John Jones. All right. Oh, God. It's Bance. No, I can't wait to see your new video, Chris. Well done on finally getting it filmed, man. Well done. Am I the only one that thinks that Chandler in front of a camera is an act? I think he has a very dark side. No, Wixon, I agree with you. I think he's 100% fake in front of the camera. That's a good strategy on paper, but who has that kind of leg to do it? Because Arturo's handsome combinations are insanely fast. They are showbiz. So I thought until the Charles Oliveira fight that maybe Islam Makhachev would be the one to be able to do it. I was just saying, regardless of that, if he ever got caught, people would fucking hate him if he slept all of our favorite fighters because of being on the soil. Yeah, that's true, Larry. And even the new Gen Z fans would still be angry at him for that, dude. Ilya KOing anything that moves, the lion. A PD's the reason you got 2 little pebbles under your packet? No, they're perfectly fine. Never had a complaint. If anything, some women have said too big, to be honest. Some women I've said, go on, get them both in there. And they've said, I can't. It's too much. What weight class would Dougie be if Dougie was in the UFC? I'd be a lightweight. I'd be a lightweight. I have a very similar build and height to Justin Gaethje. Dougie bulking up to fight Cejudo. Okay, Wixon, thank you. Dougie is the prime candidate to be an atom weight. I'm not that small. I'm not even small. I'm regular human height. You guys just saw me standing next to a fucking van all weekend. You just saw my camping vlog. You know exactly how tall... You know exactly what I look like. I'm not short by any measure. I'm just a normal person. Justin, it landed, buddy. Justin, it landed, buddy. I checked. I ate the mushroom. I'm a little quiet. There you go. Give me credit for that idea. That's all you, Eric. Ilya got some anime-like power up. He did out of somewhere. Where did he get the power? I'm not a technique aficionado, but I've heard a few breakdowns saying his punching power comes from the advantage of his great biometrics. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting real clinical with it. Ilya seems like an incredibly humble student, not the type to let his ego take over in training, and takes multiple perspectives into his account to actually be better. I agree with that, Eric, and what a solid read you've had there, Eric. What a solid read you've had. Mate, 28 is crazy, not even in his fucking prime. I know, dude. Imagine Ilya Tapuri at 33. The power! The raw power! Guess the fighter. He has fought the most times in 2025. Joshua Van. I think 28. No! Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland might be on his 3rd or 4th fight already. Kevin Holland. 28, 32 are prime years. Yep. But 33, I think, these days, Wixon. How do you think Dr. Mitchell versus Gay Bitch goes at 130? Gay Bitch? Dr. Mitchell versus Gay Bitch? I ate 1 square, but it was too tasty, so I ate the whole bar. There you go, Cheddarhead. Bulking up. Dougie got some Rocky Mountain oysters. Damn right, mate. Charles also walked into the fight. True. 5'10 is small as... It's not small. It's normal person height. Basically, if lightweight got an Izzy-style fighter, Tapuria would be destroyed by the feint game and the takedown defense. Yes, Mr. C. So maybe Ruffy is the one. You know, but Ruffy just needs a few more... Someone got pissed off at me the other day because I said I could see Mario Batista being the one to give Marab a challenge. And they was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. And I was like, I don't think it is, mate. Like, Bautista is sharp boxing on the inside and has decent grappling to be able to get up. That's sort of like the meta of beating wrestlers right now. But they thought I was dumb, which is fair enough, because I am kind of dumb. I do think a lot of it comes down to technique for Ilya. He has quite a knack for connecting right at the very tip of the chin. He does, dude. He has the perfect technique. So it's easy to sit here and be like, maybe it's technique, maybe it's steroids, maybe it's Maybelline. But he does have the perfect technique. Regardless, regards, Chandler. The bigger the front, the bigger the back end. Oh, in regards to Michael Chandler, the bigger the front, the bigger the back end. Yeah, dude, Michael Chandler is playing a game with the entire media. Yeah. Chandler's fucking around. You're small on my screen because you're watching on a phone, simply kudos. The van was toddler size. It's a normal van. I'm going to grab some mushrooms again. It is that time of the year. I'm 5'10" and I feel short. You're not short. It's normal height. Ilya's power comes from his girth. Kinda gay, Wixon. 5'10" barefoot puts you in the 29th percentile height of people. Just don't live in Europe. I don't care how tall I am. It's literally never been a problem. If you're 5'10", then you're a giant. I don't understand why men care about their height so much. It's not that big of a deal. So far in 2025, the most anticipated fight was Bryce Mitchell versus Silva. Yeah, kind of that was the biggest build-up, Mitch. Yeah, that kind of was. Dougie would finish an entire jar of Vegemite. I would. I love Vegemite. Ruffy could beat Tapuria. Maybe he's the one. Batista is solid. That's what I thought. Would you rather have Marab or Batista as a champ? I'd rather have Marab. He's more interesting. Also, Ilya said Volk is easily the hardest fighter to work out outside of the cage. I reckon he has great fight IQ outside of the cage. Yes, I agree. I think Ilya Tapuria overanalyzes everything. You can tell Ilya Tapuria thinks about and overanalyzes everything by the way that he lives his life. Like, his walkout is perfect. His post-fight celebrations are perfect. His Instagram image is curated perfectly. His training gym is set up for him perfectly. His wife is dressed immaculately. His son is in a little suit. Like, everything he does it perfect. He takes the time and the effort. Ilya Tapuria, we're all shocked at how good he is, but this might just be one of the first times, one of the few times, like GSP did the same thing. GSP was the same, but this might be one of the rare times where you actually see an MMA fighter that is a proper athlete that takes it seriously. Not Kevin Holland that smokes a bit of weed, trains for 2 hours a day and does 2K. Not Bryce Mitchell that decided that he didn't need the ring at his house, so he raised pigs in it. You know, not Wonder Boy that sort of does a bit of karate and then maybe does grappling training for 2 hours a week. You know, none of this shit. Not Kamaru Usman trying to start a podcast and a clothing brand, and Tyrone Woodley trying to become a fucking rapper, and fucking Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway that do Twitch streams gaming. None of this shit. Just do the job of fighting the best than it can be done. An actual professional athlete dedicated to honing the skills in the game. Ilya Tapuria might be that guy, which is what makes him so special. So maybe it's not drugs. Maybe it's just perfection. Where am I up to? It's definitely the technique. Nice. I'm 5'2" with a 10 each hog. There you go, Mr. C. You just walk around in grey sweatpants and everything will sort itself out in life. I think Chandler is playing a game with himself every single day. Yeah, Chandler's not a real one. I just saw Aspinall training with Craig Jones. Dude is going to be invincible. Oh my god, if he levels up his grappling as well as his striking. You know what I would actually like to see from Tom Aspinall, Alpeg, is him with a boxing coach. I don't like how he carries his chin. It's too touchy. Ilya is Vegeta. Yes, Ilya is Vegeta. 4'11 isn't normal height. I'm not 4'11, Eric. Thank you. Dougie hasn't swallowed the black pill yet. Just kidding. I mean, I've lived a life. You know what I mean? I've lived a life. I know that being a certain height doesn't affect your success rate. A solid eye contact, a good smile, and being able to make them laugh gets you most of the way there. And go to the gym and be confident. I think you're right on that one. People think it'll take someone like crazy, impressive, flashy technique to beat a guy like Marab, but it probably is just going to take someone more boring. It's just going to take like rock solid skill set. Like, if Umar hadn't gassed out, and I know he only gassed out because he broke his hand and his lungs are in his hands. Dagestanis are built different. But if Umar hadn't gassed out, he was doing really well in the first couple of rounds. So you look at the meta of MMA right now. Stocky boxers that have good takedown defense are doing the damage-based scoring against the gritty wrestlers. We were in a cycle where it was rangy kickboxers against gritty wrestlers, and the rangy kickboxers were getting outworked. But these days, short, stocky boxers that can stay up and do a bit of damage are winning more rounds against the wrestlers. Marab's become a party guy. Everyone loves having him around. Yeah, Marab's fun now. Marab's fun. And Marab's invited to the party. Ilya is a perfectionist. He is. My mum is 5'0", my dad is 5'6", and somehow I ended up being 6'3". Ah, your dad, huh? Well, look, at least your dad took the job, Justin Kennedy, and good on him for doing it. Islam Makhachev is the same way, though. Yeah, true. Dougie, Australia got 2 champs in the span of 2 months. How does Serbia replicate this? I don't know, Vitaly, because the Serbs, we're not doing great, are we? Like, Uros Medic is not going to be a champ. You know, Rakic has got too much quit in him. I don't know, Vitaly. I don't know, brother. It makes me sad. One day we're going to have a Serbian champ. I believe this. Nothing pisses me off more than the fact that we don't have a Serbian champ and the Croatians have Stipe and Krokop. Kills me. He says he's a new generation of fighter, an actual professional athlete. Exactly, Eric. Yep. Ilya is literally CR7 level perfectionist athlete, and this is what happens in MMA when we actually have one. It's fucking awesome, isn't it? To be honest, Ilya was under the radar for me until he fought Volk. Crazy that he's on the path to potential GOAT status, and I couldn't see that even though a fan of most of a decade now. XMP, I think it's because a lot of the fights happen at the Apex, and they sort of just blur into one big sparring session. You don't get any fighter personality at the Apex. Though, would you spend a day with Steve Irwin if he was still alive? Absolutely, Christian Grey. You know I love being outdoors. 17-year-old girth monster. All right, Wixon. I don't need to hear about that at 17. Aspinall's already a BJJ black belt. He is, but imagine like leveling that up under Craig Jones as well. Aspinall with a sex coach. Couldn't hurt. Go out riding a crocodile while eating Golden Gay Times. I had one of the Golden Gay Times last night for dessert, Christian Grey. Aspinall should hire a boxing coach. I think he should. Tapuria is Hercule. He is. And a huge Song Yadong. All right, Christian Grey. Hot take, Yan beats Marab. Piotr Yan beats Marab. No, I don't think Piotr Yan beats Marab. Yeah, that is a hot take. First fight, Jan had a knee injury, and that is why he had a year off. Boxing is making a comeback in MMA. And Jan has leveled up his takedown defense, Wixon. So maybe not the hottest of takes, maybe a slightly lukewarm take until the meta changes again. When someone cracks the boxing code. But this is what's so awesome about MMA, right? Like, you got striking, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, and they're sort of all the coaches and the teams are out competing each other, and the meta keeps rolling around. Like, there was a time, you know, in John Jones, Chael Sonnen, GSP era, when the meta was American wrestling, and now American wrestling has been absolutely decimated. And before that, it was jiu-jitsu, and that's been absolutely decimated. And then now it rolled around into, like, Caucasus region wrestling, mixed in with a bit of Muay Thai. And now that is starting to get challenged by Western supremacy boxing. This is what's so fun about watching MMA over the long term, and why I like doing the UFC Pokemon cards, like UFC fighters as Pokemon cards, because MMA is very similar to a game of the Pokemon trading card game, where these metas are like out-skilling each other and each leveling up. It's fucking awesome. It is fucking awesome to watch. My dad is 6'2", my mum is 5'7", I'm 6'1" at 17. There you go, at least you know your dad's your dad. And Dougie is half Serbian, so my dad's an Aussie, mum's a Serb. Rakic has a better chance of becoming a champ at heavyweight. Oh, I don't think he's got the fucking cojones for it. I don't think Rakic has got the cojones for it, XMP. If he ain't really my dad, I'd actually be happy with that, to be completely honest. It's just a joke, man, my dad have, because my dad is like 6 foot something. My dad's fucking huge. Blonde hair, blue eyes, looks nothing like me. But, you know, he took the job and I appreciate him. Dougie, I want to suck that meat. This one's for you, Kenny.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
There you go, brother. That one's for you, mate. How long are we going for? We're going for an hour. I'm going to catch up to the last chats and then I'm going to get out of here. Larry got the last one. Che did what I thought. Okay, so that's the one that I'm going to get to, the last one. This isn't meant to be disagreeing with what you said. There is a validity to limiting grappling training purely to take down defense, sub-defense, and getting back up for guys like Wonderboy. But there is validity to just limiting the grappling training. No, yeah, Larry, that's not a bad take. Yeah, no, I can agree with what you're saying there, for sure. What made you happier to see? Volk put on Islam round 5 or Marab making Umar fight like a gassed out? Volk putting it on Islam in round 5. I thought we'd won. I thought we had won. I was running around my room Oh, Jesus Christ. I was jumping on the couch. I was jumping up and down. I was like a little wog bloke from Australia. And a wog is a half Australian, half European Australian. That's what they're called. They're called wogs. Everyone around here bloody wog, mate. Half bloody wogs. You know what they're doing to our country, mate? I don't believe. Oh, when are we going to get our country back? You're not even fully Australian. You're half Australian. That's how watered down Australia is. Doesn't matter. A little wog guy to be the one to destroy the Dagestani lineage. I was so fucking amped. Oh, it was the worst, mate. Stipe is from Ohio. I know, but he reps Croatia. Okay, all right, Kenny, there you go. You can get way better stuff way faster if you just stick to that as opposed to trying to develop a true ground game. No, Larry, that's a good point. Yeah, like just sticking to what you're good at and then just working on get-ups or takedown defense. I get you. I had my first amateur MMA fight last week. I'm coming for the UFC belt next. Nice one, Vitaly. Love to... Vitaly, did you bump into my mum and dad? Because my mum and dad said they were chatting to someone in Serbia about my channel. And they shared it with them because the kid was really into MMA. Did you bump it to my mom? I'll still read the chats here because I got two chats going. I got the ones that I'm catching up to and the live ones. Just shout out. Did you meet my mum and dad, Vitaly? What's up, man? Mate, let us know when if there's ever a YouTube link that we can watch your fights on. I've said this to all the guys that say they're getting into MMA. We will get around you. We will get around you. Virgin Serbians versus Chad Croatians. Fuck you, Eric. People forget, man. Serbs are Orthodox. We are indeed. Doug has a hog. Thank you, Kenny. How did you know? It's not that Australia has two champs. Volk is Greek Macedonian and Giga Chadmo is Italian. Yeah, but that's what I meant. Like Wogs are... No, I don't think so, man. I haven't been to Serbia recently. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. The mixed breed of Eastern European mixed with Australian causes the most savagery in a human being. That is the perfect... That's the perfect genealogical mix a human being could have. Half Eastern European, half Serbian, like Alexander Volkanovski, like JDM, creates the ultimate fighting force on the planet. This is true, brother. What's up, Carpathius? How are you, man? It's virtually not Vitaly. Doug is dyslexic. Virtually MMA. There we go. What's up, Carpathius? How are you, dude? Yes, I am dyslexic and I'm an idiot. People came to my radar after he knocked out Ryan Hall. I mean, who does that, man? Ryan Hall. He'd be taking people's legs home, man. There you go. Wixon was on board. We're all excited for Jamal versus Jones for the White House main card. That's probably what we're going to get. How about Derek Lewis? Wouldn't that be fun? How about Derek Lewis? Cold take. Reyes puts Khalil to streak. Oh, that's a hot take, Mitch. I don't know if Reyes does. No, I said, how would you spend a day with Steve Irwin if he was still alive? Oh, right. We'd go out into the Queensland waters looking for crocodile, and I'd let him do his thing while I just sit on the back of the boat barbecuing and making beers. There we go. Johns would duck Ilya. He is well rounded. Jones would duck Ilya. True. The Dagestani era is over. We're so close, but not yet. One more to go, Wixon. JDM versus Islam Makhachev. Che did what I thought was a really, really great breakdown of why Yam will most likely never be able to beat Marab. Worth a watch. I'll go check it out. Rakic is skill, but he has no heart. Jiu-Jitsu won't make a comeback under this rule set. John Jones can only coach defensive jiu-jitsu wrestling, and striking more often wins at this point. Yeah, the scoring criteria, unless you land the sub, you're losing at all times. So I think it's dumb to backtake in MMA. Would you rather mount them or stay in half guard? No, backtaking usually wins you the round. Watch some of the most dominant rounds that we've had in modern MMA. It's usually people just backpack riding on the back. I disagree, Wixon. We're getting out of here. This is the end of the stream. You're a bloody larrikin, mate. Little pre-cum after the fifth round. There you go. There was a little bit of pre-cum after the fifth round. I was bricked up, Eric. Mr. C, I tell you what. This is the end of the stream, guys. This is the end of the stream. I swear, dude, I was going nuts at the end of the fight. It ripped my heart out when they read the decision. Same, Larry. Same. There we go. I bumped into your mum and pops. Okay. I told them I financially keep their son alive. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate the dollar. Remember Cursed? I do remember Cursed. Jack putting Islam away. Actually, was an MMA tournament, 4 fights in one night. Nice one, virtually. Nice one, dude. Say his name. I can't goon. There you go. I can't goon. That's his name. You laugh like a kangaroo. That is true. By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the grappling match. I so hope Cade comes to the UFC eventually. So do I. That was a sick one. Thank you for sending it, dude. Actually made me enjoy jiu-jitsu. No, I didn't bust a nut until Volk actually got his hand raised, then he never did. All right, boys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this one. Bit of a hectic stream today, a bit mad, but we ended up to get it back on course towards MMA in the end. Well done, chat. Started off a bit mad, but we landed the plane. We had a good MMA chat at the end there. I appreciate it. Dougie, throw a big meaty hook. There you go, mate. Video tomorrow, as bloody always. Live stream tomorrow, as bloody always. And like the stream. And subscribe to the channel. And tell your mum and your dad and your brother and your sister to subscribe to the channel. Make several fake accounts and get your dog to subscribe to the channel. And that's it. Until then, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. You have yourselves a very safe night in America and in Canada. Have yourselves a very good day over in Europe. And have yourselves a wonderful Arvo dinner time here in Australia at home.